Hey everyone. Y'all see my gut. This is episode 4 of P Valley. It's called The Trap. Okay. Season 1, episode 4. And this one here was Off the Chain. I got short nails. I can't even do it. Okay. Anyway, the episode starts off with Mercedes. It wasn't Mercedes. It was Mississippi giving a lap dance to a customer, and then the whole time he was complaining about, he can't see him giving them her money because it's like giving a homeless man $1 million, and we already know how this gonna turn out. It's pointless. Then I'm trying to figure out why is he there? Like you at the strip club getting a lap dance, but you feeling some type of way like these women beneath you or whatever. Boy, get the fuck out of here. So Mercedes came up and checked him and was like, give her money. And he was like, I got money, trying to cap. So he put some money out and threw it on the floor. When he did that, Diamond's fine butt came out there and checked him, like, pick that up, for the lady. And he was like, lady, he tried to disrespect her again. Y'all know Diamond like Mississippi. So Diamond caught him by his throat area, the throat, and yoked him up. He couldn't breathe. You always go for that throat, chop him in the throat, anything. That throat area, they don't be protecting that. So he handled the money. Then after that happened, Patrice was at the bank. We see Patrice at the bank, she in the car singing. She having a whole session by herself. And so somebody threw a coin in the car. It's a homeless man telling him he won't even smoke crack no more if he can come to her church every Sunday and see her sing. And I'm like, boy, bye. That must have been a hallucination, plus a hallucinogen drugs or something she had. Because Patrice is crazy. I don't care if nobody, something wrong with her. She's gone. She is crazy. So the whole time, Mercedes been trying to get in touch with her because she need her money for, her little property. Because, the realtor told her she need to come on with it because everybody trying to get this property. And so Patrice, she would draw the money, out the bank. And, she got on about her business. She cussed somebody out that was blowing the horn at her, She left. So then we have Mississippi and Gidget. So Gidget was at the club trying to teach Autumn's weird ass how to work the pole. And she was like, she ain't strong enough for that. I believe her because I went to a party. Now they had a little studios with the pole dancing parties in there. You got to be real strong to hold your big ass up there if you big like me. Yeah, you got to be strong because I'm over 6 feet tall. I couldn't. No, you got to be strong. You got to be strong just to grab hold and spin around, let alone to flip up and all that. Yeah, it's a lot. So, while they was talking to Autumn, I'm gonna say Gidget, Mississippi tried to get Uncle Clifford to babysit her baby while they go to the store. I know this is annoying, y'all. Trying to babysit her baby while they go to the store. They want to go to Dollar General, Family Dollar, one of them dollar stores. I take them out because that was working my nerves. And so she tried to get him a babysit. He was like, nah, take your baby with you. So he called Autumn in the office and he was talking to her about, when he was looking over the plans about the casino and she need to go holler at Andre again, and see, because he liked to talk to her, see if she could find out anything else. First she was like, nah, he is weird. And she was like, he had pictures of me, and Uncle Clifford like, he had pictures of me too, and showed her. He had pictures of everybody. So after that, we go to Andre and his goddaddy, Isaiah. Isaiah Thomas is fine as he was nice looking in his day, but like with the little gray and the bald head. I love a bald head. Yeah, he looking real, real nice. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas, they having a meeting with the investor. And so while they having a meeting, Andre tell the guy about, the pink, they need to offer them some money. And he was like, he ain't offering them it, Clifford ain't paying no bills, so he's just gonna let it close down, foreclose, and then they'll get it after that. So Yeah, that's how he felt about that. And then, the mayor, he wasn't too happy about Andre bringing that up, during the meeting. So we go to Patrice at church. Patrice in there showing out, though, she's singing the house down. She got them shouting and everything else. My TV then came on in there, and it's like, it's kind of loud. So, yeah, she's singing the house down. So while she's singing, she started preaching. So the preacher trying to, like, get her attention, like, cut it. Patrice ignoring him, so he had to rush her off to the back and, like, tell her about her. So this ain't your church. And she was like, well, he said the women don't have a place in the pulpit. I already knew that's what it was, from the last meeting they had. So he pretty much told her she need to go find her own church because this ain't it, sis. And so we go to, Mercedes. She had the little meeting with the realtor or whatever. I talked about that earlier. The woman told her she needed to have her money. So we go to Autumn. Autumn transferring this money. She going to all these different locations, transferring money. And she getting greedy, so this finna catch up with her. Because I'm ready to see what her story is. Because I can't take two more of her non-expressions having self, like, yeah, she studied withdrawing money everywhere. So the Sadie's Sunday, it's not Sadie's Sunday, it's Sadie's Last Dance come up. So Mercedes, she in there. She coming there. Earlier she had to check Gidget in Mississippi because they telling her about, because she saved her money. And she started telling them they should have been saving money because they no retirement plan was tripping. They want to buy purses and stuff when they should have been saving their money. So they was in their feelings. So when she came in there, everybody looking crazy. And then she go to her locker. They got like her little her locker with pictures and everything. So she got two little tears wet up in her eyes a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot. Let me cut this TV off because it's loud. Okay, I'm back. So Sadie, they got her, they made her a nice little outfit. So the girls dress her. I thought, they was playing that motivation, Kelly Rowland. Yeah, it was nice. So as they were dressing her or whatever, she was looking good. She knew it. She went out there. She's walking through the club. Everybody saying her, hey, throwing it up. Then she see, man, the guy that was working on the car when she's running with her dog. That's the guy from Straight Outta Compton that was standing outside the doctor's house. Remember the big swole when they looked crazy? Not the doctor. What was that manager they had? Why I say doctor? Whatever that manager was they had, that was the big swole dude that was outside his house when he came home one night. So, yeah, he was there, and he had, like, some goons with him, so I guess he got money. Because he had, like, some bodyguards and everything, and she asked him how he get out. He was like, I told you about the fat boy that needs a sandwich, So while she talking to him, Lil Murder redid his song, So, he want her to dance off of it. DJ told him he wasn't playing it. He wasn't doing that no more. You need to go check with her first because this her last dance, too. So he went over there and, he was like, hollered at her. Like, say, I need to holler at you. And the guy, man, like, jumped up. Like, y'all little youngsters don't have no respect. Oh, he crazy. Yeah, he jumped up. He was like, he wanted to go get him. And she was like, nah, he cool. So he was like, well, I just want to tell you good luck. And he left. So when he goes sit back down, his partner, he all amped up. He mad. First off, this dude got some big old bodyguards, bigger than y'all. Plus, he crazy and big. So he telling him don't worry about it. He's like, man, you let them punk you. He's like, ain't nobody punk me. He's like, yeah, they punk you. Everybody punk from what I hear. Why he say that? Lil Murder almost killed that fool. He put the paws on him. So they got thrown out the club. So in the midst of that, Mercedes get a phone call from her mama. The realtor, need the money by midnight. She telling her mama, she told her mama don't come to the club. So she told her to meet her somewhere by Target, Walmart, somewhere. So when she get to her little property, the realtor there coming out the building. So she asking her, what you doing? And she was like, well, somebody else already had bought the property. Why Mercedes' mama walk out? All I just said was beat her ass. So next thing you know, the realtor was like, that's your mama? And she was like, yeah. The lady was like, uh-oh. And she left. So she telling her, Mercedes, the Lord gave her a sign, and she bought that building for her new church. Mercedes like went off. She must have she treated her like one of them hoes at the club that she did not know. And so they ended up going to jail. So we get back to the club, the girls were they look for Mercedes, she ain't nowhere to be found. So Uncle Clifford talking about he gonna have to go out there and dance. He looking through the little G strings and stuff, you know, because everybody talking about they don't want to do it, they scared. So Mississippi got up and was like, I do it. Baby, Mississippi went out there and worked that pole. Oh boy had put on a little murder song, I guess when he saw his Mississippi. And the song is actually jamming. Talking about something about shorty, I'm falling or something. So while it was all crunk and everything, Uncle Clifford hear the song. Lil Murda still sitting outside. He mad. He got ejected from the club. So Uncle Clifford go out there and he like tell Uncle Clifford the song about him. So Uncle Clifford's like, oh, it's about me, prove it. So they go back in the club and I'm glad they hooked up, but I ain't had to see the visual because it was real graphic, especially when Lil Murda spit. The loop, it was too much. But yeah, so another part when I almost forgot. So that happened. So they were showing clips of Mississippi working the pole and them hooking up. Like, yeah, they were showing it like back and forth at the same time, whatever, while the song was playing. And then I forgot about Autumn when she went and met up with Andre. So she go talk to Andre. They reading each other down. They hit striking nerves. So then he telling her she need to be at home with her son, you know, taking care of him instead of dancing in the club. So she get mad and start swinging on him, like, you know, like she wasn't really hitting him, but she was hitting him. Yeah, it was stupid. So he grabbed and she bust out crying. So he take her to the room. And you know how he all eerie and shit. She wake up, he just sitting in the chair staring at her. So basically she told him her baby was gone. Basically, you know, we already suspected that the baby was gone. That's why she crazy. And, you know, he apologized and that was it. Yeah, she bought a rusty car that looked like if she scratched herself on it, she gonna get infected. But yeah, that was P Valley. At the end, they show Mercedes and her mama leaving in the police cars, and I'm like, she had a bloody nose. I hope the police did that, because she should have just raw dogged him out. Oh my God. Patrice was out of line. So tell me what y'all think about P Valley. This was a good one tonight, last night, and yeah, tell me what you think. Bye. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think about P Valley. Bye bye.